Hello everyone! Welcome back to Skyward Sword, Episode 3, Take 2.
Damn you, technical difficulties!
Story of my life right there.
Anyway, we got some goddess cubes to get. Beacon there.
Figure we may as well grab them while we're in the sky before we enter the next dungeon.
Agreed.
The Laneru mining facility.
Yes. So there's one right over here by the pillar. On this island right here. Oh shit! Oh shit!
You fucked up, bud.
Yeah. Sure did.
What a start.
I made it!
Kind of.
Okay, that's just a hole.
A hole to death?
Yep. What was the point of this part?
Which part?
You dive into a hole and there's nothing there. Turn, bird, turn!
These birds sure as hell don't turn on a dime.
Oh no!
God damn it. I swear you're doing this intentionally.
I'm not! There we go. Yeah, I know.
What we get?
That is a heart medal.
Ah, we don't really need this.
Nah.
In hero mode,
This is outright necessary.
this is outright necessary.
Yeah. That beacon.
So for those who are following along but doing so in hero mode, you are brave souls. Buy item pouch upgrades. That is all.
That's really, it's the only way to make hearts even spawn, and even then, it's not going to help you all that much.
No, it's gonna be essential.
Yeah, fair.
It helps you more than you think it would.
Stop flying around me! Give me space!
What's flying around you?
Birds.
So, the Game Grumps put out the first episode of their show.
Yeah, called
Good
Good
Game.
Game.
It's actually fucking funny.
Yeah. Then again, it's some of the Dan Harmon. in
Really
there.
does shine through.
Yeah. Also, the fact that
Like, there
Dan
was a-
Avidan is your inspirational coach for the series.
Yeah, there was a moment where Dan was just turning into Jeff from Community.
Yeah. You really shouldn't be falling on your face this often. I should be doing it more often.
He's got to build up as many concussions as Hal Jordan.
That's a lot of concussions.
Yeah, I could have said you had to build up as many concussions as Mikal.
I still say Hal Jordan is more.
Yeah, but when you think frequency versus amount of time they spent, Hal Jordan's been around for decades. Mikal was around for one short game.
Yeah, that's true.
And at most half of it. realistically a quarter of it.
Like, the trailer actually did nothing good for a good game.
Yeah.
It made it look generic as hell.
And strangely enough, all the scenes from the trailer were in the first episode as well.
No!
And none of them were the good scenes of the first episode. So I told you the other day that I'd come up with a theory.
Yes.
And you've been waiting a couple days to hear this theory because we didn't stream yesterday.
Yep.
I think I have figured out the solution. I think I can solve all the world's problems.
Okay.
The solution is everyone needs to play more strategy games.
I'm listening.
Turn-based strategy games.
Some more Fire Emblem is what you're saying.
The world needs to play more Fire Emblem, more Final Fantasy Tactics, more XCOM. Pick your fucking poison. And here's why.
Okay.
So everyone these days, regardless of who you are, where you are, everyone seems to be angry with everyone. And this is because the entire world seems to be built off knee-jerk reactions these days.
Oh, this island again.
And this is especially true because of things like Facebook and Twitter.
Yes.
People have an immediate thought, they send it out there. People see someone's immediate thought and respond with their immediate thought. No one stops to think and consider. And that's what turn-based strategies force you to do.
Yes.
Because
you're
things
actually raising a pretty good point.
Because things like permadeath of units.
Which you guys will see when we get to a Fire Emblem game on here.
Yeah, which will be whenever the Switch one comes out.
We could do radius.
I don't think we can, actually.
Really?
But
bring in a mandatory logic class in high schools.
yeah, no, I legitimately think that if everyone were required, like, to complete some form of turn-based strategy game with permadeath of units, I think they would, I think it would benefit people. I think it would solve all the world's problems. People would learn to start thinking in the long term, thinking in the consequences of every immediate action. Thinking of how to build strategies for specific results. No more of this knee-jerk reaction shit.
The weird part is you're raising an actual good point.
Fucking 2 a.m. thoughts, eh?
Right?
Like those middle of the night, you half wake up, you have a thought, you fall back asleep, the next morning you barely remember it, like, huh. And then you stop and think about it for a second, you go, you know what? That's actually a good idea.
Yes. So, in 8th grade, everyone must complete Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for the GameCube.
In 10th grade, everyone must complete XCOM Enemy Within. Call it part of
Social studies.
civics?
Yeah, social studies and civics. Alright, now we've got all our shit, let's go to a dungeon.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, I discovered something interesting recently that some people may find kind of cool.
okay.
So, all of you who've had those dreams of getting into the anime or video game industries and working in Japan,
Yep.
good news and bad news for you.
Okay.
So, I mean, good news is the Japanese government is now offering visas for those jobs for international people.
Bad news is they don't pay as well as you think they do.
Well, no, not even that. That's completely irrelevant. I'll get to that in a minute. So, you know, your dreams of working at Nintendo or Capcom or Square or Konami, which if you still know anyone who has dreams of working at Konami, have them committed to a mental institution because they are exhibiting severe signs of self-destructive attitude.
Yeah, I'm a work at Konami. You sure that's a good idea? Yeah.
But essentially what it is you can get these jobs and they have this weird point system where depending on how much work you are doing and whatnot and your educational background, you get more points. If you maintain 70 points for 3 years, permanent residency. If you maintain 80 points for a year, permanent residency. Now here's the catch. This point system is basically designed for one target audience at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a 33-year-old fucking engineer graduate with a master's.
The Nehru mining facility.
Because essentially it's like you have your degree, points. You have it from what the government considers top shit university, more points. You have a postgraduate degree, more points. You have a specified license for a specific thing within your field. So, I mean, if you're an IT person, I guess your A+ license qualifies. You're below a certain age, more points. You're making a certain amount a year, which amounts to about, I think it's 6 million yen a year, which I think roughly translates to $55,000 US a year.
Which, that's not bad.
I mean, for an engineer, yeah, sure. But that's perfectly reasonable. But if you're going into that animation or video game industry job, you're making dick all. So, I mean, it's an interesting concept, and it's good to see that the country's trying to bring in outside work. But I think they need to reevaluate their system just a little bit.
I agree.
Because they clearly have not evaluated the industries to which they're trying to offer these visas.
Yeah. Skyward strike from the death. Okay, good. Barely made it. Ah!
We would just like to remind everyone as well that next Saturday is the 9th. And later in the day, around 8 o'clock at night on the 9th, we will be starting our 24-hour live stream.
Which means there won't be a Sunday stream like normal, but we are stupid and decided to add something to the stream.
Yeah. Where we're gonna add a fuck you button to our stream. Where you can decide to donate to say fuck you, you're gonna stream longer to us.
I say every hour is 1,000 bits.
Yeah, every 1,000 bits we gain, we will stream an extra hour to our 24 hours. And we will keep these figures displayed on screen. So you'll know exactly
how much we have.
And how many hours we have to go before we get to stop.
Yep. So this is gonna suck.
This is gonna be fun.
If people are actually crazy enough to actually give us those bits,
we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. We'll do it. I can't guarantee we'll be the most conscious people in the world, but we'll do it.
Yeah. Next thing you know, someone's just gonna drop $100, make us stream an extra 10 hours.
At that point, we're gonna give a cutoff.
No, we won't. I mean, our cutoff will of course be when we just go, alright guys, We can't function anymore! But, like, there's a certain amount of when we just no longer can stand. But, I mean, an extra 10 hours is nothing. 35 hours straight, 34 hours straight is nothing. We've functioned that before.
I knew you guys were crazy, but holy shit. Yeah, we're fucking nuts, in case you aren't familiar with us.
Crazy.
Jelly Blob! Oh yeah, I have 11 of these. Just tell me about them all over again. It's a robot!
Why not make the wall reference, right?
Of course. But that's when it gets good.
When we're delirious and shit. Oh, we're going to be stocking up on supplies for this stream. Like, it is going to be
I killed a skull drum.
us just going, and it's going to be hopefully really good. We wanted to do something big deal for, like, some kind of a big deal for our 1 year of streaming. This is what we've come up with.
Damn, I missed one. Oh, fuck. There we go. You can just go mad and they'll die.
Yep.
Lots of iced tea and food prepared in advance. Oh yeah, we're gonna be mostly ordering food.
Yeah. So, I mean, we will be during our 24 hours of streaming, we will be taking our every 2 hour-ish breaks that we generally do.
But every 6 hours.
Every several hours, we will take
like a longer break.
a longer break just so we can eat. Because you don't want to hear us eat. That's not pleasant for anybody.
That is not for anyone. We've done it before, but it was mostly I tried to stay away from the microphone during that.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to hear that. No one.
Yes, the only time we will not be live is, like, the only time we'll cut to a break slate is...
For maybe like a 20 minutes, we need to fucking eat break.
Yeah. So definitely come join us on the 9th and 10th for that insanity.
Insanity doesn't even begin to cover it. We're gonna be freaking out of it by the end of this. I know we will be.
Man, not as out of it as I was at the beginning of our Breath of the Wild stream.
What, you decided to take the easy way out, bitch?
Man, the beginning of our Breath of the Wild stream was pretty much me at the 48 hours of being constantly awake and doing shit like streaming. It was stream, radio, stream, radio, stream. Then I slept. And I did not wake up for several hours. And then when I finally did, we streamed more Breath of the Wild.
Which was Breath of the Wild was one of those games when it came out, it was hard to believe I was actually sitting there playing.
Dude, that's how I felt with Persona 5.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild we've been waiting for since the launch of the Wii U. Persona 5 I've been waiting for since 2008.
And it's probably my favorite game that came out this year.
Oh, definitely.
By a considerable margin. So we got a key, which means we can go back and...
Which is no small feat considering Breath of the Wild came out this year, ARMS came out this year.
And you know we're crazy about ARMS. And we are still doing that giveaway.
Yep, so all those who want to win a free copy of ARMS, harass your friends to click that follow button, get that number to rise to 100, and stay active in the chat.
We're only 13 away from.
Your math is wrong.
Oh, yeah, math is wrong. For some reason I was
17.
thinking 87. I was thinking 87 for a different reason earlier. 17 away. It blew up!
Well, shit, there goes the planet.
God damn it, I still can't get over Honest Frick's joke last stream. That was actually A-tier material, dude.
Oh shit, there goes the Planet of the Apes.
Fuck, that was timing and everything. Beetle. Investigate.
Speaking of our stream housekeeping stuff, since we're just waiting on one thing, should we announce what we've been working on?
Yeah.
So, we've been investing in a massive tech upgrade.
Oh, massive.
We've got the mics in, the mic stands, the camera, because yes, we are going to have a camera, so you can see our ugly mugs.
Yep. You get to see these two blind gentlemen.
And we're going to have individual mics plus a guest mic with a mixer to maintain levels on all of them so we all sound good.
Yep.
We're just waiting on the mixer now. Every other part is here, we just need to wait for the mixer to show up and then to buy some cables.
Oh, 16, it's at 84?
What?
Okay.
When did that happen?
Alright, Lady of Shadows.
But it was at 83, like 2 hours ago when you looked at it.
I don't know, but whatever.
Was that just an example of you being blind as fuck?
Maybe. Time to do some more investigating.
Also, we're going to have a really special announcement at the beginning of our 24-hour stream, where we'll be telling you guys about a little side project we've been cooking up.
Oh,
so
yes.
Be there for that. You'll want to hear about that. And that's all I'm gonna say for now.
Excited to announce this project. This has been something we've had thought up since
about a month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago. We're currently in the pre-production process, but
it's coming.
It's coming. I'm just trying to look around and see what I have to do here. Okay. That's a push and block up there. But then there's the arc wire thing here and the destroyed ladder here. It's almost as if there should be a time shift zone somewhere.
Indeed.
Almost like that's exactly what's right there. How do I open that, I wonder?
I guess we'll never know, eh?
I know that's what I actually have to do right now.
Yeah, but at this point I think we're both just being cunts.
Yeah. And I'm having trouble.
Well, there's our obligatory first use of the word cunt this stream.
How long did it take this time? Since 6.
23 minutes.
New record! Longest time before we said the word cunt. Okay. Well then. I know we're supposed to be in here right now. Is this one one where I'm gonna have to fucking sprint for my life?
I believe it is. If it's the room I think you're in.
It's a long stretch of sand.
Yeah, I believe that's the room.
Long stretch of sand, big robot, and nowhere to go, really. Oh wait, I can climb this. I'm just stupid. It looks like the same pointy shit that I'm not supposed to touch. Get off me, get off me! Into the quicksand with you!
Fall to your doom! Though it'll probably later be retconned that it was just a Doom bot and not your actual Doom.
I hate when that happens.
Man, I love Marvel Comics sometimes, but fuck Marvel Comics a lot of the time.
Right? You finally defeated Doom! Surprise, it was a Doom bot.
Or, Doom shows empathy and humanity, and it was a Doom bot.
Big surprise, it was just another Doom bot. And now I hit that with the beetle.
At least it was never retconned that Secret Wars Doom was a Doom bot.
No, that was legit Doom.
Doom is one of the better characters of the Marvel Universe, though.
Yes, yes he is. The movies, none of them have ever done him justice.
Not even fucking close.
He had no pre-existing relationship to the Fantastic Four before the incident. Not even close. Oh, and by the way, these are the BMOs for the game.
Yeah.
They're kind of dicks to deal with.
Yeah, they're fucking annoying.
And then you step on the
Doom is just the ruler of some small country.
And he has a lot of magic.
And a lot of tech. He is just a power-hungry asshole.
And he's
with a really in-depth backstory.
That would have to be its own movie.
Is Doom considered owned by the rights of the Fantastic Four?
Yeah. Which, that's dumb.
I mean, he's been in more of his own shit than Fantastic Four.
Ah. Damn these conveyor belts.
And I mean, he's become more of his own universe as a whole villain than the Fantastic Four's villain. Then again, that's also because the Fantastic Four hasn't had anyone give a shit about it since the 90s.
This is also true.
Wait, no, there was a little bit of shits given about the Fantastic Four up until about Civil War. That's when they stopped being relevant.
You would say that's pushing it.
Okay, at that point it was just reruns.
Yeah. No one gave a fuck about the Human Torch.
Did people ever really give a fuck about the Human Torch, other than the fact that he was cool?
You raise a good point, sir. What's up here? There! Ow!
The best part of the Fantastic Four remake movie was pretty much just high school teacher Homer Simpson.
That was incredibly random casting, and I didn't care. Then again, I didn't care about most of the movie. It wasn't good.
It was Talking in Dark Rooms, the movie.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much fan-4stick about this. What the fuck was that logo?
No idea.
Hey, at least no one has to ask which Fantastic Four movie you're talking about. Yo, what Fantastic Four movie were you talking about that was completely terrible? Both of them, but fan-4.
All three of them. Because you had fan-4stick. You had...
Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, Rise of the Silver Surfer.
But how do you get the point of the Silver Surfer wrong?
I mean, they only, like, 2/3 got it wrong. So I'll give them points for at least getting the fact that he was the Herald of Galactus right.
Yeah, that's all they got right.
Pretty much all that movie did right.
Then again, Galactus sucked in that movie.
What did Galactus actually do in that movie?
He was a puff of smoke! Yes, that's what I think when I think Eater of Worlds.
That's what I think when I think the giant purple man.
Because that's what he is!
Yeah, he's a big purple armored dude with a spaceship. You know it's gonna be fun when we eventually tackle Fire Emblem on stream?
What?
Well, fun for the viewers, not so fun for us. We're gonna get super attached to certain characters. And then they're gonna die on us. And then the viewers are gonna get to watch us lose our minds. Because that's just what happens in Fire Emblem.
That's just Fire Emblem. Oh, you like this character? Well, you better be careful on the battlefield then. Fan-4stick. It was really terrible, actually.
Yeah.
How big? Like, is he literally eating worlds? Yup. Like, he's eating them as a snack. Because he's hungry. And nothing can satiate his hunger.
Well, I mean, he's not quite large enough to just, like, scoop up and consume.
No, he just shrinks them. Same density and everything. He just shrinks them. With his ship.
Yeah. Well, the ship kinda, not necessarily shrinks them, but deconstructs them into energy which he consumes.
Yes. It's worked 1,000 different ways in the comics.
Yeah. And then they tried to send him after the Wraith. And that didn't work.
They tried to have him go after the Beyonder. That didn't work.
He's kind of a bitch, actually.
Oh no, when Reed Richards is constantly the thing outsmarting you. Give up.
Well, to be fair, Reed Richards is intelligent. He's just not wise.
He has a 20 in, a 9 wisdom. I'd say 9 is being generous. God damn it!
Falling to your death here?
Yeah, I'm not falling to my death. Just having to fucking keep platforming. Also, Nostalgia Curse did something random this week.
I wouldn't exactly say it's random.
Just something I've been waiting for him to review for a while.
Yeah, it's a shit film. Aragon is awful.
Oh, it's a terrible movie.
The biggest reason why it's terrible is not that it's just a generic fantasy film shitfest, but that in becoming a generic bullshit fantasy film shitfest, it actually just, in doing everything it does, ignores everything that actually sets up anything for the subsequent rest of story. But yeah, this item is dumb. It's fucking dumb.
It is really only useful here.
And for making girls squeal in Skyloft. Because Far From Subtle had way too much time on their hands. They decided to test this thing on just air blasting every character, because they realized one character made a funny sound. Now, you may be looking at this and go, but you guys praised the Gust Jar in Minish Cap. Yeah, the Gust Jar did things. The Gust Jar had pull and push, as well as actually serve purpose outside of its dungeon. This is just pretty useless. I mean, I think you use it once or twice after this dungeon, and then you use it in like 1 or 2 rooms of the final dungeon. That's it.
I think you're right.
Actually, do you even use it in the final dungeon?
I think you do.
Huh. Let's keep an eye out for that.
And I don't think this can be upgraded.
It
At
cannot.
all. It's the one item that doesn't at all.
It just exists. It serves no purpose. I mean, what would you even upgrade it for? What would it do?
Suck and blow?
How would you control that, though? It's built to just be hold button blow.
Do emotion?
Yes. You suck with the Gust Bellows by jerking off the Wiimote.
I wouldn't put it past Nintendo.
Well, I mean, the jerk-off motion was one of the motions you had to do for fucking every fucking Wii game ever back in the day.
That's Mario Party 8.
And WarioWare. And...
Especially Mario Party 8, actually. Like, shake that pop can so the juice explodes out of it. That's right, just jerk off your arm like this. Here, go to this results screen. You can see exactly how Mario jerks his Wiimote.
Man, fuck waggle controls. This dungeon's got some really cool puzzles in it, but I do have to say it's got the lamest boss in the game.
Oh, you mean the boss that later becomes a regular enemy?
Yep. If they didn't just turn it into a regular enemy, it could have been an okay boss.
Then again, this was also originally meant to be the first boss.
So? Legitimately, what's your point? Yeah, but it's also not something where you have any further tools to dispose of it at this point than you would have 2 dungeons ago.
There we go. That's unlocked. This room's complete, but we missed something back here. I'm almost there. Oh. Turns out I could have just jumped over this ledge to get there. Like, here's the thing. I like this dungeon.
Yeah, actually, this dungeon's really cool.
Its item sucks.
Yeah, its item sucks, and its boss is kind of a joke.
But the shifting and everything is just
the
so
dungeon
cool.
itself is fucking good. The puzzles in this dungeon are top-notch. I can't take that away from this dungeon.
Yeah. Oh no.
And that's something I can't really take away from most dungeons in this game. Most of the dungeons, their actual exploration of the dungeon is pretty good. I mean, the first dungeon's kinda... meh. But then again, it's a first dungeon. It's there to teach you the mechanics of dungeon crawling.
I've got people complaining that the stabbing in this was unresponsive. I've never had a problem with it. Red rupee, worth it.
Gave you a red rupee?
Yep.
That's good. At least they didn't drop a ton of rupees into the abyss.
Oh, you mean like Twilight Princess prevented? But this game doesn't?
Yeah.
A lot of people complained about that in Twilight Princess. Oh yeah, it's telling you you can't use those rupees right now, so come back later for them. Oh, what a horrible thing to do. Being considerate of your wallet size.
Yeah.
You wanna go, bud? That's fucking
No,
great.
I mean more so the fact that there are a lot of enemies in this dungeon that will drop rupees but are placed in positions where the rupees will just fall into pits of death.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's annoying too.
Because there's just something that's bred into you as just any video game player of, no! I wanted to pick that up! But your wallet's full. Yeah, there's rupees that dropped.
But the rupees rock. Ah, yes. So, watched something interesting last night. That stream we watched yesterday.
Oh, yes. Team 4 Star's
Tuesday.
weekly game show, Tuesdayhem. Never before did I realize that abridged Krillin and Father Anderson needed to have a rock-off as much as I did last night.
At least it wasn't green. That would have pissed me off. I didn't mean to. Oh, well.
Time goes back, time goes forward. Time goes back, time goes forward.
I control time!
I am a god!
Oh, you big motherfucker. You wanna go? Ow.
He does want to go. He thinks he can win.
Like, how... I didn't expect it to be so awesome to see Father Anderson singing, Krillin on guitar, for Pat Benatar.
Or, you know, Krillin singing and Father Anderson on guitar for Limp Bizkit.
This enemy's kind of interesting, but they always drop shit into the abyss.
Yeah, this is pretty much what I was referring to when I said rupee, at least it didn't drop its rupees into the abyss.
See? Hey! I got 20 out of it.
It's better luck than Sugar Conroy ever got.
Yeah. I will say, this dungeon does use this item in some creative ways. But it's the only time it gets used in creative ways. Oh, well. Don't you know you can only risk going back in time 6 minutes? Otherwise, the universe will be fucked over. Ooh, a chest. Okay.
What?
A monster corn.
You know, we're time shifting everything, but something tells me that the amount of shit getting sent back in time is a lot more than 36 bytes.
Had to go for the Steins Gate reference.
I did.
Do I blame you?
Why would I not go for the same shit?
Go for it first.
You know what? I'll take that as revenge for you sniping my Nirvana joke in Infamous.
Oh, you mean the one that was an incredible foretaste?
Yes! Because you got it right before I could. I was setting it up and everything.
Why do they want us to kick skeletons again? I don't know.
I don't know. We just swing, 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 dead. No need to effort. Just swing repeatedly.
Oh, this thing's blocking the door. Okay.
I wonder. Do you think your slingshot could just peg each eye of the fucking Staldra? Quick enough for it to work?
No.
No?
It
Doesn't? Never tested it.
I've tried. Because they're one of the things I've... Oh! In the dungeon I first got to beat on the slingshot, and when it first appeared, I'm like, I feel like I don't want to get near that. Let's see how this goes. Nope.
Push it real good.
God damn it.
What?
My modder's fucking up.
Imagine how absurd this comedy of errors is going to be next week.
Oh god, yeah. Huh, can't go in there yet. Well, that's an amber relic.
Cool. We don't really need many of those, but
We don't need any at all.
no, we probably still need a couple for upgrading things a little later.
Yeah, later, probably. We have 15.
Because I'm pretty sure we need a couple to upgrade the shield that we gain access to in a little bit.
Might be right.
I think it's just for the first tier, for the first upgrade. But I think we do.
Yeah.
Hit the rock. What's going on in the chat?
Tools of Destruction was fucking awesome all around as well, but Into the Nexus was a mixed bag. It had some really good points and some really bad ones. I haven't played some of the newer Ratchet and Clank games. I played Tools of Destruction, and that's about it. From the newer series.
Yeah.
Like, I hear it's good. Of course it is, but... Okay, so,
I've pretty much seen through the games up until Back in Time. I think Insomniac fucked up hard releasing the game tie-in for the movie before the movie.
I agree, yeah.
Because
That had most of the plot of the movie.
yeah. Because, you know, being a movie tie-in in the same graphics engine, a lot of the cutscenes were very similar, and a lot of people went, it's just the game without the gameplay. Well, yes, that's exactly what they were trying to do. It's just the fact that they happened to make a movie tie-in game which came out at the wrong time.
The exact wrong time. You dick!
What? What'd he do?
Spawned, and then I had to... Spawned. I slashed it once the electricity disappeared, slashed the other one. One of them, electricity started happening as soon as I was not able to do anything about it. Can't run far enough. Noted. Oh yeah, they did that 4-player co-op game. I remember that. Did anyone actually care about that?
I assume some people did. I mean, if I had to guess, it was probably fun.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Ratchet and Clank gameplay with extra people. That just sounds good. It sounds like a chaotic mess, and that's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, that won't work. You bought it just to see what it was? I remember Far From Subtle played it. Yeah, no, this one's work. Just needed to make sure.
Going back to the topic of good game for a moment. You know what's something that surprised me out of that?
What?
Legitimate acting out of Aaron.
Like, I'm not crazy. That was unexpected, right?
Yeah, I mean... There's a scene where you get an actual moment out of Aaron and Dan. And it's really well done.
Aaron's playing the former esports player who fell from fame once a Rage Quit video of him emerged. Which, come on, brah. We've all had that happen.
Well, no. We haven't. Unless you count Jack 2.
Some people would.
Oh, I do. I definitely count Jack 2 for you.
Yeah.
Dude, you dented our wall.
Yep. I sure did. Yeah, I did.
You just looked over there for a moment?
No, I looked at the chat and they're like, you did? Yep.
Yeah, he pitched his controller, it bounced off the floor, floated into our air conditioner, and then smashed into our wall.
Yeah.
Very similar rage happened during the big boss, or the boss, rather,
Yeah.
fight at the end of MGS3.
Yep. That happened. Looks like I don't have a choice but to run.
Controllers being thrown are a thing that has happened a couple times on this stream.
Figure out what I'm supposed to do here.
Which room are you in?
The main, big, long room. I just came in from the left side, and now there's a long stretch of sand that's too long for me to run across. but there's not exactly anything else I can do in there. The room after I got the map.
Yeah. Is there anywhere else you can go presently?
Not that I...
Any time shift zone anywhere?
Not that I...
Anything you can see where the useless item is going to be useful?
At a place I cannot currently get to.
Check your map, see if you can enter here from another spot.
Apparently I missed... Nope, that's open. Ah. I can't get in there because I need to come in from another side. But to come in from another side, I need to go there, down there. Oh god, there's an invisible path.
You see it on your map?
Yep. Here it is.
That's dumb as shit.
Yep. Gotta get those bombs out.
We going bowling?
Nope.
Ah, so we don't have to call Cousin Roman.
Nope, but I'm bowling now. No, we're never calling Cousin Roman. It's pushing him and everything. It all comes back to Roman Reigns.
Being shit.
Which...
It always comes back to Roman Reigns being shit.
Which him and John Cena had a promo on Raw. Cena won.
By quite a bit.
That's a contradicting statement.
What?
Contradicting statement was something. No excuse to blow yourself up. It's all your fault. Green rupee. Slowly building an empire of gems.
Link will become the ultimate jeweler. Now he just needs to find himself a goldsmith.
Asking where the useless item is used.
Oh, yes.
What's in here?
This dungeon may give you a really lame item, but the next dungeon gives you my personal favorite item in the game.
Ah, yes, that happens next time. So walking into spikes hurts?
Yes.
Yeah, this room.
The maze of spikes with the glow.
Yep.
put a comedic image in my head.
What?
So I said the maze of spikes with the blow. And Link's just sending dust flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Now I'm just picturing Link as Charlie Sheen.
That works.
Did you have to use a fairy?
No. That sounds fair.
That's what I mean though, like, did you just discover a fairy and it would be right on top of it?
I found a fairy, but I was right on top of it by the time I saw it.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. The game basically just forced you to use it.
Yep. The heal was appreciated. Well, Link is now Hyrule's best janitor.
Alright. Let's get this place clean.
Cleaning. I wonder if we could use some Skyward in that way. He says with a very kid-headed grin.
It's not worth anything to you other than 20 rupees.
This can also lead to us getting gratitude crystals.
No.
Really?
It's just 20 rupees.
That we farm for.
Yeah.
Look at all of this shit! Blood mop? I wish.
No blood mop. So we're pretty screwed if someone starts reading the words.
I love that it's like specified. Yeah, I need this one mop for the blood.
Open the mop. Oh, you're already reading the words, aren't you? Well, if you pass me my blood mop, I'm gonna need it later. Jason uses delivery in Todd is top-notch every time.
Oh, well that explains this. Actually, I think it's only affecting the students. I forget you ever saw this. I didn't mean to switch that, but okay. And then here's how the rest of the dungeon goes, pretty much.
Yep. We're fairly close to the end, actually.
Yeah, the end was there. I have to kill this thing as soon as it spawns. Oh god, it's a flying thing.
Yep. It's a flying thing that's gonna drop money down a pit.
No, it's right over the ground and it drops nothing!
Great!
You're ready to hear that a lot.
What?
Drops nothing. Because if they spawn something. It doesn't last long. Oh god.
Getting yourself tased.
I'll take this blue ruby. It's mine now. Ooh, yeah, this is great. I'm gonna hide behind this. Good thing their lasers don't affect the time shift stone.
Yeah.
Going over here.
That would suck if they did. Then again, I feel like they wouldn't make such a grievous oversight of gameplay.
Because that would be bullshit.
As big of bullshit as, well, everything to do with Haru in Persona 5.
Oh yeah! So we just, in our New Game Plus playthrough Persona 5, went through the Okumura Palace again.
And all we have left to do is Haru's social link, and we're pretty much done.
And we thought about it, and the only one who benefits from the Okumura Palace in any way is Haru. But apparently this is a big enough problem that all of us need to be involved.
I mean, dickbag CEO who wants to be a politician. Every company ever?
Question mark? Yeah, that's not what I brought up. Oh well.
Oh, the top shit CEO of the company doesn't care about the working class stiff making minimum wage behind the counter of his burger joint.
No shit.
Surprises no one. You know, we just went on like a half-hour discussion as to why this dungeon didn't need to be there. If we include the parts as to why it didn't work gameplay-wise, instead of just narrative-wise, we were probably at it for about an hour and a half.
Yep. Gameplay-wise, it is easily the worst dungeon. There's no debate about that. It is the worst dungeon. I don't care if you didn't like another dungeon. If you didn't like another dungeon, this one is worse.
If you didn't like another dungeon, that's a matter of preference. This dungeon is just objectively there to waste your time.
Okay, let's see that. Yes. Fall to your deaths. For my amusement. Ah!
Well, you joined him.
Shut up.
I will not.
Ah, fuck! made it.
Cool. We no longer have that bottle of spring water, do we?
No, we don't.
What did we do with it?
We emptied it because we needed a potion.
We couldn't have dealt with 2 potion?
No, that was before we had the 3rd bottle.
Right. I would have been really curious to find out if that actually worked.
Excuse you. God, dumb.
What?
So many locked doors.
Too bad we don't have a mage with us, eh?
Right?
What's a spell that any wizard in a attempting to be Zelda-style D&D campaign can fuck with you with?
Yeah.
There's a level 1 spell called Knock, which opens unlocked doors. It unlocks locked doors, rather. And opens unlocked doors. So, if you're just locking a door on your players, a wizard can just open it, because fuck you. So DMs who want to make a Zelda-style campaign, be smart about it. Come up with a consistent logic as to why they are unable to do so for a certain context. Mine was, fuck you, when the traditional Zelda-style iron bars drop.
That's not a lock.
That's not a lock. That is a physical barrier blocking you from accessing the door. I don't care if you can open the door, you still can't get through the bars.
Which, that's fair.
And that's why if you're ever doing a prison break segment as a DM, take your wizard's spellbook away.
Without their book, they can't do anything.
Which leads to my personal favorite bluff as a mage. Play a sorcerer, carry a spellbook. Act like you're a wizard. Every enemy who ever captures you will think you're a wizard, take your spellbook away, thinking, haha, he is powerless! And then you go, nah, fuck you, bitch. Fireball.
Oh no! He took away my book. Oh, how woe was me. Bam!
Because yes, that is just my gesture associated with Fireball. Every time I think Fireball is a mage, I just think the snap of the fingers, because Full Metal Alchemist.
God damn you, Full Metal. Yeah, I'm the same way. Oh, fuck. Platforming. And that's how you die. Yeah.
We really don't have much left in this dungeon.
We do not.
Just that we actually got through this quicker than I expected.
I was expecting better.
I was expecting it to go quickly. I just kind of figured you'd fuck it up.
Like I do. Alright, send that shit after me. Come on. Now, come on. You can do it. I swear that enemy is just the developer's trolling us.
Yeah, definitely. It's gotta be.
Way to spell it, puzzle game.
What?
2, 3, 1.
I mean, it had to give it to you. It had to tell you somehow.
Fair. No, but like having the camera cut away and show it.
Oh, yeah, that's a little unnecessary.
Onward! This takes longer than it should. And then I push this out of the way and we got a shortcut back. On out.
This puzzle is not difficult by any means.
Oh no. Not by any means.
Also, they had to bring back the old classic of 23 as number 1.
Because Ocarina. I don't remember if it's exactly mirrored or if we have to do it in just a similar order.
What?
Which does the direction I have to press these?
I think it's just mirrored.
Okay.
This platform being here to move you around this room is purely just an excuse to use this item.
It is. It's not fun.
Just give us floor.
Nope, it has to be... Okay, I see. we go.
Yep. Success.
This isn't a spell book, this is a porn manga. No, that'd be a rogue pulling that shit.
Well, I mean, many sorcerers are very roguelike.
Fair enough. It is a charisma-based caster. Which, sweet. 'Ow.
But nothing is more broken than 3.5's Warlock.
No. This is true.
Warlock is one of those things where if you build it right, it's just nah.
Nah, you.
Nah, fuck off.
And there's the key.
Yeah.
Okay, so I unlocked something. Somewhere. How do I get there? God damn these awkward controls.
This game's quality pretty much flops back and forth like your luck.
Yeah.
It's either great or shit. Great or shit.
No in between. Great or shit. How does it even want to be today? Oh, it wants to be shit.
Well, it's about to be great.
Oh yeah.
We're about to get quite the stretch of great.
This is true, actually. Some of the best moments in Zelda history. And no, I don't feel like I'm overselling it by saying that.
In the immediate future, I think you are.
Gotcha, Rick.
So it is the first time we get the official canonical name of the world as a whole.
Yes.
We'll lift up that boss door.
Getting close. More Wizard Joker? Well, yes. Yes, you get more Girahim.
Yeah. Girahim's just gonna be around for the rest of the game. You'll see him at pretty much every dungeon you ever visit. Except one.
The next? No, he's not the next one.
He's only not at the second the second time we come here. The second dungeon of Lanayru is the only one he doesn't show up at. Yeah, that's it.
It is. Oh god, that's a big electric man.
This is the first time the Zelda game has had that perpetual recurring ability.
And I like it. Ora, ora, ora!
You don't get it.
Actually, from what we've seen, Ora with a sword is come on, come on, come on, come on! Because fucking Stardust Crusaders.
It's great.
Hole in the roof. Master, look at this.
Polnareff, strangely voiced by the same guy who played Squall.
That is a little
And
weird.
really doesn't sound like it.
By the way, yes, that is showing how I'm having to hold a Wiimote for this. Yeah, this is awkward. This is the hardest one of these. Damn, just barely not.
What? I mean, yeah, this is kind of a cool concept for boss keys, but
Not every single one.
I feel like they shouldn't do this again.
I agree. This is awkward as hell.
They make it a real pain in the ass to do these sometimes.
Sometimes, most of the time. God, yeah. Come on.
Come on!
Yeah.
You got it?
Come on, game.
Be a little more forgiving right now.
That looks like it's right, but the game's not treating it like it's right.
There we go.
There we go.
Now it did. Your wrist was a slight millimeter in the wrong angle.
Yep.
And a slight
Elite
millimeter.
policeman, martial artist,
too far
rarest
to one
move
side.
in that game, a bitch slap. What? For what game?
What are we talking about here?
I don't know. Manuel, what are you even talking about? Also, this is the boss we were talking about. You don't see anything special yet, right? Here it comes. Absolver? Okay. Oh, Jesus, look at that thing. Big old scorpion, right? Attack the eye claws.
Yep.
There goes one claw already.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. There goes that.
And now it's just the central chunk.
Ouch.
Give the boss shit for being way too easy. And you get decked.
Come on. Nice kill.
There he is.
And it's dead.
And there it goes.
Alright, so that's that dungeon.
Yep. Grab that heart container.
I will, once this drains. That was quick, right? Yeah. That's the boss of the third dungeon.
Later on in the game, there's a room with a couple of those.
Heart container. Did I tell you my first time through this, I didn't realize this place was a dungeon until I got the map? Simply because it
Wait,
looked...
what?
Yeah, my first time through this game, I didn't recognize that this place is a dungeon until I got the map.
Why and how?
I walked in, and it was like, oh, this looks exactly the same as places I've already explored. Weird.
You didn't think it was a dungeon when it gave you the huge fanfare of rising out of the sand?
I didn't think too much about it.
Did you not think Woodfall was a dungeon?
Oh no, as a kid I knew that was a dungeon. It was big and scary. This, I was like, whatever.
But they're the same, essentially.
Eh. Again, I walk in and it's like, wow, this looks like the exact same as the two places over there I went into. I guess it's just more of that, not an actual dungeon. And then I got the map and I'm like, Oh, never mind. This is a dungeon. Never said I was smart when I was 11.
You wouldn't have been 11 when this game came out.
Nope, I did math wrong.
You would have been 11 when Twilight Princess came out.
Yeah, I was 11 when Twilight Princess came out. I would have been 16 when this came out, actually. Jesus. It's weird to think when this game came out. It feels like it's been out for a lot longer than it has.
Hey. We finally caught up with her.
Yep. Oh, God.
Ah, shit. Oh, this asshole again.
Diamond Darkness Wall. Enjoy it.
Diamond Darkness Wall. What is this? Fucking barriers appearing in Kingdom Hearts 2? Looks more hexagonal Darkness Wall.
Embrace, quickly! Link! Here! You'll need this where you're going. Okay, the actual worst item in the game.
Yeah.
You got the goddess's harp.
It's dumb.
Go now.
We'll kick this fucker's ass.
Link. Am I late? Zelda! Protect Zelda or go.
Just go.
You have my thanks. I will leave him to you.
Hey!
Link! You must go now. Return to the old woman at the sealed grounds. Tell her what happened here. She will know where you must go. And you know that we will. I'll see you again. This isn't goodbye, Link. Get in that woman!
Go!
And Impa destroys the gate behind her.
Well, whatever interdimensional bullshit they just pulled, we can't follow.
Now you've done it, Link. I blame myself. I should have. I take pleasure in punishing you, but I have no time for this. Next time, I'll do more than just beat you senseless. I'll make the affair excruciating. Well, that went by too fast.
Yep. Cutscenes.
Ah, well, shit.
Well, that was a thing.
Yeah, we'll see. I can no longer detect Zelda's aura. The moment the gate was destroyed, Zelda's presence disappeared from my readings. You can no longer search for her with your dashing ability. Zelda's companion instructed you to go to the ancient one in the sealed ground. All right, so we're going back there.
Yep.
Cool. I think there's shit we can do on Skyloft first, though.
Not quite.
Really?
I mean, one or two things have opened up.
But we might as well do those later.
Yeah. Because more things open up after we do the thing at the sealed grounds.
Right. So let's just go straight there.
Well, it is 7:45.
Yeah, let's take our first break.
just because this next chunk is going to take longer than that, and may as well do this now.
Yep. So we'll see you all in a few minutes.